So, How to Train Your Dragon 3, The Hidden World, is now in theaters. This is the third and final installment in this trilogy. I'll get into my thoughts on the first two, but let me first just say that the premise is that Hiccup and Toothless, they have been together since day one in this series. Hiccup is the leader of his people, and Toothless falls in love with what appears to be another Night Fury almost, a lady friend. But there's someone else that wants Toothless. And so now, of course, Hiccup must defend his friend. And, that's the premise of the film. So, before I go into the actual film, The Hidden World, the first How to Train Your Dragon I really liked. I was impressed by it, especially since I wasn't really looking forward to it when it first came out. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very effective at combining both elements that kids can enjoy as well as adults. It was very effective. And it's rewatchable too. I would say it's definitely a film that will be a classic, well, next year, because I always say a classic's got to be like 10 years, but whatever. So, How to Train Your Dragon I find to be a classic, or near classic. And the second one I thought was good, but I haven't seen it since it came out in 2014. I had no interest. I thought it was good, but no need to rewatch it. How does the third one pan out? I'll get into that. Firstly, let me just say this. The animation, per usual, is brilliant. It's really breathtaking. The score is also really good. The voice acting is top-notch. You have great actors and actresses all around that, give great voice work. It's quick. It's a quick-moving movie that, definitely caters towards the fans, because this is based on a book series. And I have not read the books, but I do know people that have read the books, and they've said that the first two were really close to the books, and I'm assuming the third one it was as well. So I can definitely tell that the fans are going to like this movie. As for myself, I thought it was solid. I'll be honest, I didn't love it. I just thought it was solid. I thought the story was very familiar, and I thought the directing really didn't make it feel above familiar. And I think the reason why I didn't think this was, a basic film was because you have great voice acting, you have top-notch animation, top-notch music, top-notch sound design. So it's like, technically speaking, it's a really good film. But when you combine it with the storytelling, the ending, it's just, there's certain things that just didn't sit well with me. And I get it, it's meant for kids, but there's just certain things that I don't want to spoil, but there are just certain things where it's like, it really didn't work for me. Like the ending, I just thought it kind of almost contradicted itself. And if you've seen the film, you'll know what I'm talking about. There are just certain things that happen in the end. It's like, it just doesn't really work too much for me. I didn't hate the ending, but I just didn't think it worked as well as it could have. I wanted it to be more satisfactory, and I feel as though it was definitely an ending that, if you've read the books, I'm sure was probably very satisfactory. But for me personally, I haven't read the books, so I guess it's my bad. But having not read them, I just thought the ending was very, okay, move on. So I think kids will like it. I think adults that have seen the first two will really like it. I just think, for me personally, it's a solid film. It could have used some work. I do wish that there was more mature storytelling. Alas, at the end of the day, How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World, it's not a bad film by no means, but it's just not a good film. It's a solid film that will work for the audiences that it's intended for, and that's about it. So How to Train Your Dragon, my mistake, The Hidden World gets a 3.5 out of 5-star rating, or if it was like a hot sauce rating, it's the good old Texas Speed hot sauce rating. It's a solid film. I think the audiences will really dig it. But guys, let me know your thoughts on the film, and we can talk spoilers. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, don't forget the subscription, notification bell, and I'll catch you guys later.